Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Monday, the 19th of May, 2025. Today I'm going to be doing a reading with the influence of the Angels Tarot. And I'm just going to be doing a spread that I've done before that I like quite a bit. This is a spread that was in the book for the William Blske Tarot, and it's called the Fourfold Vision Spread. So for Monday, this is your issue, the King of Wands. This is the first vision, seen with the eyes. Second vision, seen through the eyes. The creative vision. And God's vision. Ooh. So, we have, this King of Wands was a religious zealot. I'm starting to remember some of the people in the cards. So the King of Wands is about creativity and mastering your creativity. This particular zealot was John Brown. He was not only a religious zealot, he was an abolitionist. So fighting for the cause of humanity during the American Civil War. In 1858, he assembled a small group of insurrectionists whose mission was to agitate the slaves, arm them with weapons, and start a liberation movement. He is viewed by some as a religious zealot and a terrorist. Others consider him a martyr and a freedom fighter. He was probably both. So the issue today, this is Monday. A lot of us do start off the week with a great deal of fire and a great deal of purpose. We know where we're headed. If we think about yesterday's reading where everything was about waiting, today's the day you want to get started. You want to dive right in. You may not have all the information. You may be going more off of your beliefs and your creativity, and than you are in actual preparedness. So that's the issue for today. And so now we're going to look at this card. The Four of Pentacles has come up in all different decks for me, I think for the past 3 days. Four of Pentacles. So seeing this superficially, the Four of Pentacles is about amassing material things, holding on to them, not wanting to let go, wanting to keep track of them and keep them with you. On a lesser extent, it can just be about reorganizing. Today, we love to say that we are curating our collections when sometimes we're really just reveling in our possessions. And one of my favorite sayings is, you're not curating anything, you're taking out the trash. So curating is a really, if you've worked in a library, curating is a really specific term, and it has a great deal of nuance to it to be really curating something. And most people don't want to do that much work. So this could be about curating your ideas, holding on to these ideas. This is the superficial vision of this action today. The scene that's seen with the eyes, seen through the eyes, would be the Ace of Cups, seen from a place of just brimming over with love, brimming with an angelic vision. So you would want to bring that angelic vision and this peace and harmony and the flow of the beginning of this. Matches this in terms of what we were talking about, with this being the day to start. Whatever it is you've been waiting to start, this is a great day to do it. But you need to do it with this empathy and caring and love. You need to do it with your heart full. You can't just burn everything down. You need to bring your full heart to the issue. The third vision is considered to be the creative vision, which includes this. The third vision includes the second vision. I'm just looking up who this person is, because that's one of my purposes for this month, is to get to know these people. I think this is Francis Bacon. Am I right? Yes, I knew. I knew who it was. I don't remember who he is, but 1561 to 1626. In science and philosophy, Bacon made his greatest contributions to the world. Throughout his adult life, he believed the established way of learning and inquiry was flawed. Oh, I remember now. The Baconian method of it wasn't enough to I'm going to interject an apology here today if my thought process seems a little disjointed in today's reading. It's because I'll remind you that I am a senior caregiver for my mother, who turns 101 at the end of this month, and I've been interrupted several times during trying to film this. So coming back to, this is Francis Bacon. He was known for developing the Baconian method, which was the precursor to what we today call the scientific method, which is that you analyze and you test and you study and then you compile the results and analyze the results. Before that, it was much more, scientific method was much more the case of inferring something in advance and then finding instances to prove it. So this was a great step forward in logic and the development of the scientific method. As we look at this in relationship to this, because in this layout, this creative vision is to be combined with this, we see that whatever it is that we are analyzing, it says not to jump, definitely don't jump right in. Analyze, make sure you have done your research and not like just go finding things that you want to do, because oh, that's fascinating. Actually, when people today say, I've done my research, they're usually going to a YouTube site that is already supporting the opinion they have. And that is specifically, that's my dog, sorry. That is specifically the pre-Baconian method. It is the least investigative method, because you're just reinforcing your own previous suppositions. So you need to be doing real research. Research is going to bring you ideas that you don't want to hear, to temper the things with actual facts and temper them with love. So you can't just jump right in. And the fourth vision is the highest vision, the God's eye vision. This is not the first time I've gotten this card in this position. And this card in this position, this death card, this is I think the worst card in the deck. It is not just a death, it's a betrayal. It's being stabbed in the back. It is a bloody ending. It still has a sunrise, however. But this card in this position, in the God's eye position, reminds me of my grandfather towards the end of his life. About the last year of his life, he would say, all is vanity. And it's a reminder that whatever it is that you're so excited about, in the larger scheme of things, you know, from whatever your religious perspective, we are ants in an anthill, rushing around thinking each grain of sand that we lift is important. And ultimately, it is unlikely that anything we do will alter history in a larger scale. And that's why this becomes important. And it's interesting that it's in the center of the spread. The heart becomes important because it's almost as if smaller acts are the things that become most important. The ways that we support each other, the ways we have empathy for people that we don't know, the ways that we grant kindness to people whose situation we don't understand. So that doesn't mean don't do the things that you need to do, the projects that you want to do, the things that excite you. But remember that your excitement must be tempered with knowing surely what you're doing and tempering it with your highest self, your deepest heart, and foregoing this desire to just, that's my dog's nose there in the edge of the picture, foregoing this desire to own things and run things and light things on fire. Because whatever your faith is, in almost all faith constructs, we are but tools. We are but, as I said, ants in an anthill. And the most we can do is live our lives in service of others. I'll add an oracle card from the Parisian Sibyl. Surprise is the card. And surprise is wish granted, openness, pleasant surprise, and good omen. So you can add this pleasant surprise into all of these things that perhaps here, while you're doing this additional research and trying to make sure that what you're doing is right, you may find a pleasant surprise that kind of opens everything up beyond what you thought it would be. And that's where this comes in too. Anytime we can open up our view to incorporate bigger things, then we know that we are doing the most good. So this is Kara from Kara Tarot. Of course, as always, if this general reading doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Take it as a moment to learn a little bit about this deck, Influence of the Angels, and enjoy the beautiful artwork. And this deck, the Parisian Sibyl. Oh, I forgot to, I'll add in here. This is also the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card in tarot readings. So, and it's funny because her surprise is that she's seeing the Nine of Cups. So this is a very pleasant surprise and certainly a very nice finish to add under that card. That we can have this pleasant surprise, and she seems to be looking directly at him, so that reinforces what I was saying there. So I'm Kara from Kara Tarot. I hope you enjoyed this reading today, and I hope you take it to heart. Thank you.